Hey, good morning. Kyle Faulkner here with Archadeck of Raleigh. So it's a beautiful spring morning here in the Carolinas. It's right about 9:30. And one of the questions that comes up over and over this time of year as people start considering about upgrading their decks out back and start looking at low maintenance products like composite, cellular PVC type decking is they want to know just how hot does it get. There's a lot of rumor mill going on out there about composite decking being just incredibly hot. So what I thought I'd do today is do a little bit of a Pepsi challenge, and I've put together a couple different types of composite decking, a couple of different colors, and what we're going to do is we're going to measure the temperature of those decking boards throughout the day, so we'll be able to see exactly what they are in the morning and in the afternoon, right about noontime, and then later on in the afternoon as we start working in towards evening. So you'll be able to tell just exactly how hot composite decking is in relation to pressure treated southern yellow pine. So stay tuned and we'll go through all that. All right, so what we've got here is our little deck layout, and I've got it positioned in the sun out in front of the design center here. So it's getting max exposure of sun from morning till evening. And what we're going to do is just take a simple little thermometer gun here, I guess it is, infrared thermometer it's called, and we're just going to measure each of the different deck boards. Now what I've done is here on the left is we have Azek cellular PVC, and I picked a light color and a dark color specifically so that it could show just the variation between the two. All right, to the right of it we've got TimberTech capped composite, tiger wood and mocha, again another light color and a darker color. And then off to the far right here is I've got two pieces of traditional southern yellow pine decking. One is a natural bare product that doesn't have any stain on it or sealers, and the other one's got kind of a medium dark stain to it, so that we can measure the difference in those as well. So starting with our weathered teak. All right, so we're back outside here, and it's 12:30 in the afternoon. The sun's high in the sky. So let's take a look. Let's read the deck temperatures and see what we got. All right, so here again, we got our same decking boards. They've been out here baking all day. Same thermal infrared thermometer. So we'll read through and see how we're looking. All right, so here we are. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. Sun's going down a little bit. Temperatures are starting to cool off. Let's go over, take a few more readings, and then we'll be able to compile all the results and see exactly how everything stands. All right, so here we are. Let's start again with our Azek weathered teak. All right, so we've got all of our results compiled here. Let's take a moment. Let's look through all of the different temperature types based on the color of decking, type of decking, and the time of day, and then see what conclusions we can draw at the end. So we've got our three different decking types all put together here, our Azek, TimberTech, and pressure-treated southern yellow pine. In Azek, we've got the weathered teak and the mahogany, the weathered teak being that lighter tan color, the mahogany a bit darker. TimberTech's tiger wood, the lighter tan, and the mocha darker. And then our pressure treated board, the clear unstained board, and then the darker stained board. So first thing this morning as I took the readings, we find that the weathered teak and the stained deck board are pretty much right in line with one another. The TimberTech boards both are a little bit warmer than the Azek, but not by much. And the pressure treated, that clear board is quite a bit cooler than all of the others. But again, none of these temperatures are that outrageous, not super hot, and somewhat what you would expect. As we move into the afternoon, however, you'll notice obviously temperatures outside rise quite a bit, and so too does that of the decking. Now, one of the things that's notable, the clear pressure treated board is the coolest. However, it's right in line with the Azek, the lighter colored Azek, and not much less than the mahogany color. Your stained board, however, is running about 10 degrees hotter than everything, and is right in line with your TimberTech colors. So kind of surprising that the TimberTech deck boards are running right in line with what your stained pressure treated board is. And then as we work into the afternoon, we see those temperatures for the decking come down as they do with the outside ambient air and the sun setting. And they start working back in line a little bit closer to what we were looking at this morning. Your Azek decking comes down quite a bit. TimberTech is still up a little bit higher, and then your pressure treated deck boards are again right in line. The clear boards right in line with the Azek cellular PVC, and that stain board is just right in step with the TimberTech cap composite board. All right, so what does this mean exactly? So, you know, as you would expect, the decking temperatures are going up significantly as it's getting hotter outside during the day. The big takeaway for me, though, is just how much of a difference there is between Azek and TimberTech and the pressure-treated boards. And although it's not a significant amount, I mean, you're talking at most maybe a 10 degrees difference between the two different collections there. I was surprised more so at just how much of an impact the color makes as opposed to the type of decking it is. So if you have a space outside that you're going to put decking down, whether it's composite, whether it's a natural southern yellow pine or some other kind of material, and you're concerned about heat, I think color is much more important than what the actual material is itself. So it's something to be aware of. Out of everything that we have here, I think the Azek performed probably the best out of all of them. The pressure treated, the clear deck board, as you can see, was the coolest out of all of them throughout the different time periods when we measured. But the thing is, it's not really realistic. If you have a pressure treated deck, you've got to put stain and color on it if you want it to last. So once you do that, then that sort of loses its kind of qualification as being a cooler alternative. And then what's surprising is the stain deck board, although it is a darker stain, it kind of performed the worst out of all of them. So so I think this kind of narrative that's been out there about, oh, composite decking is so much hotter, it's unbearable, it just doesn't prove to be that way. No matter what you put outside, if it's in the sun, especially here in the Carolinas, and it's baking all day, it's going to be hot. So, you know, the bigger takeaway would be, in my mind, put a lighter color stain on it. Obviously, if you have the ability to put some kind of a shade covering over it, maybe a temporary awning, an umbrella type covering, or a pergola, or even a roof structure, that's going to give you the protection from the sun and keep you coolest the longest amount of time. So anyway, hope you guys took a little bit of information away from this video. If you have more questions, feel free to give us a call or visit us online at archadeck.com. We'll be happy to help you out any way we can.